Oh God, I just fell. Amazing. By the way, the time is right now 10 a.m. And yes, the sun is gonna rise at 10:45. You have to go to Kirkjufellsfoss, another falls, very popular. And this place actually forms a rainbow during daytime. But what happened, there is no sunlight at this moment. This is definitely one of the places you must go to on a ring road. Yes, it has one fall. The second falls. More falls. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive all over the places. I'm gonna try food all over the country. I'm gonna be taking you places. Let's have an Icelandic wonderful moment. Probably I'm gonna break this video into different episodes, but it is definitely worth watching. So let's go and ride with me. This episode is going to be a little different than other ones. I'm going somewhere pretty far. As you know, I like traveling to different places, something that is outside our norm. Let's find out something very unique around the world. And it is going to be a big surprise. Let's take the flight and show you how it goes. And finally here I am in Iceland. This is the map of Iceland, and this is a duty-free shop. But anyways, let's just move on to the baggage claim section. So this is one of the places that you're only gonna see 5.5 hours of daylight during winter. Well, the only purpose I came during winter to have more night light versus the daylight is so I can see the light show at night. Alright, so I am driving in Iceland right now. So finally I was able to get this car. So this is...
in 1.3 kilometers. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I'm just every 1.3 kilometer I have to make a roundabout, you know. So I am going from Keflavik airport to Reykjavik, and you can see how beautiful these open spaces are. There isn't much buildings and everything. Everything is so open, and they're just building new complexes, and I can see this is probably a very good place for investment, quite frankly. All right, now speaking of the car I got is a Toyota Land Cruiser. I got it from one of the car rental place, and I will tell you one thing. It was really hectic to find the car. It was windy. I was pretty much, you know, walking around the parking lot, look for the car, but I was not able to do that. So I actually went back again, and somebody had to come and actually help me out, you know. And I don't understand why they didn't do that to begin with. So that was actually quite an experience, you know. And yeah, the car was actually, it was actually very expensive to rent it too, and the insurance per day is insane. They charge $100 per day for full coverage. So anyway, I did not end up getting that. You know, I got the lower version one, the lower insurance. But I hope, you know, everything goes well. This car, one of the best thing about this car is that, and I'm going to show you later on in the video, that this car has studded snow tire. So even if you go over the snow, you should not have any problem. It's not supposed to skid away or slip away, you know. So anyway, I'm keep driving. I'm going to Reykjavik right now to do some shopping, and probably gonna go out for some sightseeing. One more thing, currently if you look at the weather, if you look at the sun, the time is 10 a.m. by the way. The time is right now 10 a.m. and yes, the sun is gonna rise at 10:45. So yes, this is what you're looking at. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Can you believe this? This is not a typical 10 a.m. we see in America or anywhere else, you know, guys. So here it is. As promised, this is the studded tire. There are difference between snow tire and the studded tire. Snow tires are often a tire that you can drive on snow and doesn't have any metal pieces to it. but the started tire has the metal stud, and that is something very important if you want to drive around the country off-road, especially on black ice. Black ice are very dangerous, and everybody needs to be much more careful, especially driving on black ice, because black ice does not care about what kind of tire you have. So the started tire kind of hold on to the grip. So it is very important to have the started tire. All right, now let's just go to the supermarket. There's one thing I cannot believe. You see this place? This is a supermarket in Iceland. So I found something really exciting, something favorite. So this is one of my favorite water brand, Iceland. I used to buy that in New York City, and it is super good. For some reason, it doesn't matter in any temperature. It's always cold. It's always cold. So what I did, I grabbed actually 2 of these, because I'm gonna be drinking them for the rest of my trips. But here's one thing though. People's gonna laugh at you actually for buying water, because tap water is the most precious you can find. Iceland has the most precious, purest water in the world. So, given that, I'm gonna go ahead and do some shopping. This is something interesting. Look how thick these breads are. They are selling for US, I think $1.20, and it's just bread, like pure wheat bread. I just gotta tell you one thing. Iceland is very healthy. They're very health cautious. So here you go, pancake for probably around $3, $198 kronas. So anything you find here, you know, is very healthy. And company. I was told by the flight attendant that I have to go there, and it is right next to the famous church. I got so many things, and one of them is the corn oat muffin. Yeah. It's kind of hard though. Very fresh. Very messy. Okay. This was my favorite. This is a blueberry muffin. They got coconut crisp on it. It's hard. It's soft inside. The whole muffin itself is a blueberry with almond crisp on it, some peanut on it. The size is decent. It's not super sweet either. I'm gonna tell you, I got 2 blueberry muffin, 2 croissant, and this is a plain croissant. Ow. Very fresh. Soft, fresh. And this is a Danish. It do have cinnamon in it. It has hazelnut, and it has some raspberry paste on it. So with everything, it costed around 3,500 krona. And let me just give you an idea. When you come to Iceland, you have to accept the fact that the food is going to be expensive, and you're probably not going to have much of a meal choice. And so let me give you an idea how expensive. This is a cappuccino cup. I took probably around 5 sips and it's gone, almost gone. And this costs $6. And typically, you go to any bakery, you're not gonna find any coffee bigger size than this. I just spoke to somebody, and especially the sales girl, and I asked her that, why don't you have any bigger size? And the answer was it was not healthy. And these coffees are not so strong either. So they call it filtered coffee. This is actually a touristy location. They have a famous church here, and there is a famous island there. So this is Iceland, right? This country is filled with wonder. This country is filled with natural phenomena. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive all over the places. I'm gonna try food all over the country. I'm gonna be taking you places. Let's have an Icelandic wonderful moment. Probably I'm gonna break this video into different episodes, but it is definitely worth watching. So let's go and ride with me. The wind gust is about 100, or you know what, at least 90 miles per hour, because my car is shaking. It's not letting me go. And you see this, it's not raining, by the way. It is not raining. These are the water sprinkler coming from that lake right there. This is impossible. I mean, I still have 8 minutes to go, and I gotta go through this. This is probably one of the most riskiest, actually after Swiss Alps, this is one of the most daring and risky drive I ever took. Oh my God, this is insane. So this is last night. As you can see in the video, the ocean is coming over on this gentleman's boat. So, so this is the place I actually came to. It is right next to that Kirkjufell. Kirkjufell. The Kirkjufell mountain. It's a mountain, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Huge mountain.
All right. Oh my God, the wind is crazy. So this is a Viking restaurant, by the way. It's a Viking restaurant, and that's what it's called. The Viking restaurant. It's beautiful. And what I just experienced, you know, hold on. That's not the name of the restaurant? I thought it says Viking.
Coffee.
Oh, but it says Viking up there.
Yeah, it's just the beer.
Okay. All right. So they serve actually homemade cakes. And I just ordered a coffee. Again, is the same size. So I just learned that, you know, the reason actually their coffee is super light and they serve that portion is because they're trying to save the coffee, because it's not easy to get coffee in Iceland from other places. So yeah, so what we did actually, we had to make a quick stop, pretty much save ourselves from this gusty wind, which is impossible to actually handle. So we just rescued ourselves. Thank you. I thought the name of the restaurant is Viking Giltor, but actually not. It's actually Cafe 59. I made a mistake, and it is located right next to this. Oh God, I just fell. Amazing. There you go. Beautiful. I have driven hundreds of miles to come to Kirkjufell. Kirkjufell means the church mountain. Why did I come here? Because it is the most photographed mountain in Iceland, and it is very popular because shows like Game of Thrones and many TV shows, drama, cinemas were filmed here. So this is something you definitely have to see in person. Well, look at the wind here. It is so windy that I can't even stand properly. So I'm just gonna tell you some few factors about this Kirkjufell. Kirkjufell is pronounced locally in Iceland, but in plain English we would call it Kirkjufell. Kirkjufell means church mountain in Icelandic, and the mountain shape resembles as a church steeple, isn't it? This mountain offers referred to as the arrowhead due to the distinctive shape. Another thing is that it is surrounded by scenic waterfall, including the proper Kirkjufellsfoss, and also it flows from the glacial river and the cascades down to the nearby sea. And the sea is so windy, and the sea has lots of fishes like cod, which is super popular in Iceland. This mountain has been featured in numerous films. Again, I'm just letting you know, Game of Thrones, and the location scene for another movie called Beyond the Wall. This mountain is a popular destination for hikers, photographers like me, and also for videography, and it is one of the best landscapes to go to. Look at this. The mountain is believed to have formed during the last ice age, which has ended around 10,000 years ago, and the layers of lava and sedimentary rock. Isn't it beautiful? So beautiful. Again, This mountain is known for the unique geology and considered to be an important site for studying the geological history of Iceland. And the latest fact, in the 2020, it was recognized as one of the top 25 most beautiful mountains in the world by the travel publication Condé Nast Traveler. So yes, it is one place to be in.